we witnessed a loss for CARL FRAMPTON after his WBO super featherweight bout with JAMEL HERRING in Dubai.
I would say he's given so much to the sport of boxing. Fought people like the likes of Kiko Martinez, Santa Cruz, Josh Warrington, and the list goes on. Two-time divisional world champions.
Katie and Sham back again at Boxing and Bantz. Welcome back, everyone, to another week. Last Saturday, we witnessed a loss for CARL FRAMPTON after his WBO super featherweight bout with JAMEL HERRING in Dubai. Katie, how are you feeling about how the fight went?
I mean, it was a good fight. I'm just really sad for Frampton and him calling on his retirement. You know, obviously he wants to dedicate his time and life now to his family. I would say he's given so much to the sport of boxing. Fought people like the likes of Kiko Martinez, Santa Cruz, Josh Warrington, and the list goes on. Two-time divisional world champion. So big him up. And he put on a good performance. But I would say Herring is what an underdog. I didn't see that coming, to be fair. I didn't. And that's me being brutally honest. It was a sensational victory in Dubai for JAMEL HERRING. And, you know, it opens up plenty of possibilities for him in the future, unification fights now that I would like to see.
I saw Frampton as the favourite. Obviously, like you said, he's a two-weight world champion, and he was on track to, if he won this, being, three-weight. First Irishman, actually, should I say, to become a three-weight world champion. So that would have been a huge achievement, even though he's had great achievement through his career so far. I think he struggled with the reach. Obviously, there's quite a big height difference between them. So,
yeah,
it's like the only thing you can do in that situation is get on the inside, which he couldn't really do. That's what it looked like to me anyway. He was struggling to do that. So I think Herring did really well. He just used his reach, kept him far, and went in when he wanted to go in. And, obviously dropped him in the fifth and ended it in the sixth. And, Frampton's team put the towel in. But when he said afterwards about retirement, because he said, obviously he hasn't said this publicly, but he said, he had said to himself, or maybe to his camp, that if he lost this, he was going to retire. Mm-hmm. And I started to wonder if in the back of his mind, maybe that's what he was hoping for. Maybe he was just ready. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like maybe he didn't put his all into it because he was just ready to retire.
Yeah,
I don't know what you think about that, but that's kind of how he came across to me a little bit.
Maybe. Just to add on, obviously he's saying that he spoke about it beforehand. I think I saw a bit of defeat in him in the fight. Mm-hmm. I didn't see that CARL FRAMPTON that we always, see up and down, but I just didn't see that fight. There was no fire for me. There was no fire, not enough fire, I should say. So yeah, just touching on what you were saying about him talking about retirement, it was emotional for me. I was sitting there like, what?
But he's had a good career, like it's not like
he has
like someone who's kind of like halfway through their career saying they're retiring. He's had a good career, so what can you say to that? And if he wants to go and spend time with his wife and children, then so be it. And I hope he enjoys that. So well done to both of them, really, is all I can say about that one.
Yeah.
Where does JAMEL HERRING go next? Because he's got the WBO belt. Yep. Gervonta Davis, obviously Tank, he has the WBA, and Oscar Valdez has the WBC. So,
and there's also an IBF that's vacant. To be fair, I would like to see him fight Oscar Valdez.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
Tank, I don't know if that's.
Not sure if he's ready for that one.
For that, yeah. I just
That's what I'm thinking. But then again, different boxes bring out different things in different boxes, right? So you never know. But I don't see it at this point in Herring's career, to be honest.
No, I would say Oscar Valdez, 1,000,000%, but you know, we'll see. We will see. And like I said, there's an IBF that's vacant. So there's huge possibilities for him now. Mm-hmm. He's got a big door that's opened up, and he went in as an underdog and he came out as a champ. And like you said, that Frampton was the favorites. He was the favorite all over. So, you know, congratulations to Jamal. And, you know, again, congratulations to Frampton, because he's had a huge, long lasting career. Mm-hmm. He's been a champion all his life. So, you know, good luck to him. But yes, shall we move on to... No, wait, hold on. Before we move on, Zankosh Turov and Tyrone McKenna didn't fight. Did you see the reasons why? Because I didn't find it.
Yeah, it sounds to me like Turov tested positive for COVID after he arrived in Dubai. So they couldn't fight. And I was really sad, actually. I was there sort of like rewinding and fast forwarding, trying to, where's the fight? But yeah, so that's going to be postponed and to be continued.
Well, they will definitely meet for the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight title soon. So yeah, we got to just wait for that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So let's move on to Conor Benn and Samuel Vargas.
I'm excited about this one.
I know, this one. Me too.
Conor Benn, right, for me at the moment is defying all odds. Every time, you know, he's gradually stepping up opponent level each time. And every time he does, people are always out, oh, I don't know. Vargas has had, you know, almost 40 fights. Conor's on, I think, was it 17, something like that. So, you know, on paper, you might say Vargas should take this. He's had some stiff opponents, you know, Amir Khan, Errol Spence, yeah. He's had some good opponents, and it's like, but on the flip side of that, some of those best opponents that he's gone up against, he's lost. So
that's what I was gonna say.
I
so think, as much as he's gone up, he didn't quite make it, did he?
That's it. But you know what? Having said that, I'm not going to discount his experiences, because each of those experiences, even the losses, is gonna add a little bit more knowledge and a bit more experience to his resume. Having said that, I still think Conor Benn's going to take this.
I think I'll say it with my chest. Conor Benn's going to take this. Nah, he's going to take it.
It's the same thing that people said about Formella.
Formella. They said the same thing. There's something about
Sean Porter prior to him, and you know,
right.
People were like, oh, you know, he's been in with the likes of Sean Porter, and you know, Vargas has been in with even more people than Formella, you know, but he still won. So exactly. I'm liking the progress of Conor Benn.
It's nice.
He's not jumping to ridiculous levels. He's just taking a steady increase each time in the level of challenge, and I'm liking that about him.
1,000,000%. He's slow and steady in his own lane. It's almost like he's in his own lane and he's not being forced and pushed out there, you know. But he's going to take it. There's something about Conor Benn. He's fierce. You can see that fire in him. It reminds me of his dad a little bit. It reminds me of Nigel Benn a little bit in his earlier career. But there's something about him, and he's going to get to the top. But he's going to have to get past Vargas first. But he can do it.
Does he win this on points?
He's going to win it by points, because I don't see it. I don't know why, but I don't see a knockout. I don't. Yeah, I think he is going to win it on points. I don't think he'll be too far ahead, but he's definitely going to win it on points. It's going all the way. But Ben's going to take it convincingly.
I think so. And Vargas is coming off a loss, actually. I think he had a loss against Virgil Ortiz Jr. So sometimes when people come off a loss as well, like their confidence is not what it normally is, you know, when you just want to fight. And I think it's points. I don't see a knockout.
Going to be a saucy Saturday. Follow us on Facebook at Boxing and Bantz, Twitter Boxing and Bantz, Instagram at Boxing and Bantz. Remember, it's Bantz with a Z, not an S.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.